Good morning. It's Thursday morning, December 10th, 2020. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor at Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and I'm glad to be able to share some thoughts with you from God's Word today. We're still considering some principles in Matthew chapter 16, and I'd like to read for you verses 22 and 23 today. This is about Christ predicting when he was going to be crucified, and he stated this in verse 21, and verse 22 says, "Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan, thou art an offence unto me, for thou savourest not the things that be of God, but those that be of men." And it's interesting that Peter had just been commended by the Lord for making a great declaration about Christ's deity. Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus said, "That's good, you're right. Flesh and blood has not revealed that to you, but my Father which is in heaven." But now he rebukes him and says, "Get thee behind me, Satan." And it reminded me of the fact that sometimes we may have very good intentions, but we're just wrong. It's not smart for us to trust our own wits and trust our own emotions, our own feelings about things, because we could so easily be mistaken. And that's how Peter was. He thought he was standing up for the Lord. He thought he was defending Christ and correcting him for saying something that was just unthinkable in the minds of the apostles. But Jesus very clearly communicated to Peter that he was the one who was wrong and not the Lord. He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan. You don't understand the things that are of God." And humanly speaking, we'll all find ourselves in that condition at times. It's important for us to be willing to listen, for us to be willing just to sit still and let the Lord show us things that we don't know. We may have the best of intentions, but good intentions are not the same as reality many times, because our emotions get involved, and we'll think things, and we'll think we should do things, and we'll think we should say something that maybe we ought not to say. And we need to be prayerful, especially when it involves an important situation that could affect our relationship with someone. Be careful about what you say. "Oh, but I didn't mean anything negative by it." Okay, well, if the Spirit of God had been leading you, perhaps you wouldn't have said it at all, period. And so we may have the best of motives in mind, like Peter did, and still do the wrong thing. And so it's so important for us to be walking in the Spirit, led by the Spirit of God in the things that we do and the things that we say, so that what we will say is appropriate and what we'll do is actually helpful rather than detrimental to someone else. Just surrender yourself to the Lord day by day and let him use you and let him speak to your heart and guide your steps. What a privilege it is for the child of God to have access to that kind of divine guidance. And we should take advantage of the opportunity so we don't find ourselves on the wrong side of things many times. Consider it and let the Lord lead and guide your steps and your thoughts and words today. God bless you.